greatest success in franchise history. White Chocolate was given complete freedom with the struggling Memphis team. Jason averaged a career high in shot attempts, even though he was still a horrible shooter. Still, 15 points and 8 assists per game didn't look too bad, and he was in the top 10 in the league in assists. In 2003, he further tamed his extravagant playing style, and with over 8 assists and less than 2 turnovers per game, he was the second best passer in the league and had the highest assist per turnover ratio. In the next 2 years, White Chocolate helped Memphis reach the playoffs for the first time, but they lost in the first round both times. By the end of 2005, and after 4 years with the Grizzlies, Williams was at a career crossroads. He was 30 years old and wanted to play for a contender. To answer his prayers, his enormous next-door neighbor from Orlando called him on the phone. That neighbor happened to be none other than Shaquille O'Neal, who asked Jason if he wanted to join Shaq in Miami. Super excited, White Chocolate said yes, and Shaq then handed the phone to Pat Riley, who then showed why he is such a boss and started working his magic. A few days later, Williams became a new member of the Heat in a colossal trade that saw 13 players change teams. And what was the biggest trade in league history?
A guy that I have to mention that I really had fun playing with, White Chocolate in Miami. Oh. White Chocolate was nice to play with, because I could just put my hand up like that and the ball would be right there.
He knew where. You know what?
Every time. Every time.
Starting for the Heat and fighting for the championship gave Williams new wings, and he played the best and most efficient basketball of his career. White Chocolate was now a super savvy veteran who wasn't showboating anymore, and while there were fewer fancy passes, he was playing his role to perfection, pushing the tempo, giving the ball up with minimum turnovers. Miami went to the finals, where they defeated the Mavericks after a huge comeback, and Jason Williams had shut down all the doubters that said he was just a flashy player who will never win anything. Williams started every game for the Heat in the playoffs, averaging 9 points and 4 assists per game, and was finally crowned a champion. In the next 2 years, White Chocolate battled persistent knee injuries, and his numbers decreased, even though he still remained a starter for the Heat. Then in the 2008 offseason, Williams signed a 1-year deal with the Clippers, but just a month later, he announced his retirement from the NBA because his knees were worn out. He missed the entire 2009 season, but his love of the game was still strong, so Williams pulled a Michael Jordan move and decided to come back to the NBA. In 2010, White Chocolate signed with Orlando, and he played in all 82 games for the Magic that year, with the best shooting percentages of his career. He also played in all 14 of their playoff games, as the Magic advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they lost to the Boston Celtics in 6 games. In the following season, Williams signed a new contract with Orlando, but following another knee surgery, he fell out of rotation and got traded to Memphis. With the Grizzlies, Jason played another 11 games, after which he announced his second and final retirement from the NBA. At any point in his career,